What's up, everyone? Courtney's here, and say hello and talk to you a little bit about fitness. Some of you might be wanting to lose some weight. Some of you might be wanting to go a little bit further with that fitness level and maybe do a fitness competition. If you have never done one before, congrats on deciding to do your first show. I am a bikini competitor, taking a break right now. I have done 4 shows, and I did them all actually within a short amount of time, all within just 13 months, and woo, that was tiring. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you about how you're preparing yourself to do these fitness shows, and a few warnings that I personally have for you. You probably have a fitness coach that you're following. If not, maybe you're doing your own research online or through your own experiences and knowledge. That's cool. I followed a coach when I did my shows for my prep. And that was really helpful because I really had no idea what I was doing. Maybe some of you do know what you're doing. My coach put together a meal plan, a workout plan, and we did weekly check-ins, and that was helpful to keep me on track. We didn't actually meet up in person, very rarely. We did everything online, over the phone, through text and everything. So that was helpful. I did my preps for, my first prep was 16 weeks. That was the show that I really had to lean out big time for. And it was a process. Let me tell you, it is a tough process. If you can get through 16 or any amount of weeks prep for a show, then hats off to you, and you actually get on stage and follow through with your goal. That's a huge accomplishment right there, and it's really going to change you in your confidence, your daily routine. It's going to give you so much more confidence overall. You're going to have a better idea of discipline. You are going to actually have to cut a lot of things out of your lifestyle that you may not realize you have to do. For one example, social gatherings. It's going to be really hard for you to go to social gatherings. Hang on, someone's trying to cut me off on the freeway. It's going to be really hard for you to go to social gatherings because you're going to be on a specific diet plan, or you may feel tempted to be eating what everyone else is eating. When you go out and about, people are having drinks, having a good time, and eating what you usually eat, or what you want to eat, what you might be craving. You're going to have to really reach deep down for that willpower and say no to it. If you go to these gatherings, that's all good, more power to you. If you go and don't get followed into temptation with the food and the drinks. But I really had to cut myself out of those social gatherings altogether because I'm a foodie. Just like most of us, most Americans anyways, we're foodies. We love food. We love being social and everything. So that's one thing I had to cut out almost completely. I became a loner. In the end, it felt really good to spend my days on my own, just doing my thing, my workout, prepping all my meals, everything. So if you're down for that challenge, then hats off to you, round of applause. Another thing is that your time is going to be really limited, especially if you work full-time. Your additional time is going to be spent prepping your meals. I am pretty fortunate that I started following a nutritional system that helped me prepare my meals easily, and a couple of my meals were actually meal replacements, so it was super easy, nothing to prepare there. And then my other meals were, planned out meals, lean proteins, veggies, certain carbs. Everyone processes carbs differently, so I had to really watch and track my carbs and what they did to my body. So anyways, another thing you're gonna have to give up is family, probably some family outings as well. If you have a big family or you get together all the time, you're gonna be so tired from your workouts, whether it's a single workout a day or double days, whatever it is, you're gonna be exhausted. And again, especially if you work or have kids. I'm fortunate I don't have kids at the moment, and that made all of this possible. I was able to have more time to do this fitness thing. Another thing is supplementation. I do supplementation, but I don't go overboard with supplementation personally. I'm very careful about what I put in my body, and you may have some people that you follow that take this product and that product, or they might be promoting a certain product, and that's okay. But if you decide to follow what everyone else is doing, it might not be right for you. Make sure you do your research. It's really important, because a lot of fitness competitors, I feel, this is my point of view, a lot of fitness competitors end up over supplementing, and that can be really hard on your body, like dangerous. I work in the medical field, and I've seen this happen. People become really sick from over supplementing. It can ruin your kidneys, it can hurt your liver, it can do so much to your body if you're over supplementing. So do your research, make sure the person that you're following in your prep and whoever you take advice from in this, make sure that you fully trust them and get to know them really well and see what they do for themselves on a day-to-day basis as far as nutrition. If they're not taking these supplements themselves, then that should be a red flag. I do a superfood protein shake as part of my supplementation. Not very high on protein. I don't want to go too high. It's not necessary in my point of view. That really helped me get through my meal preps and all of that. So I just wanted to really make sure that you guys are following healthy advice during your prep. I don't know if you follow any of these fitness people, these famous fitness people, but recently one famous bodybuilder has passed away, and I'm 100% sure it's because of how he treated his body with his fitness and his nutrition. This guy took steroids. Don't touch steroids ever. And if you ever have someone approach you in trying their baby steroid or however they might disguise it, don't listen to them. Run for the hills. I've had people come to me, ask me, actually they provided some advice to me, which I thought I could, maybe I could trust them. They were in my gym. They provided a lot of help with, some posing practice for the show, asking, how I do my water pulling or salt loading, whatever. And then they tried to pitch to me their baby steroid. And you have to really watch out for these people, because they're not necessarily looking out for your health and safety. They may have a side hustle. So be really careful. Those people are everywhere. And they may be disguised as the nicest people, and they may be really nice people, but they're not out for your health. So a lot of these famous bodybuilders, or even ones that aren't famous, a lot of the pro bodybuilders are taking steroids, and I guarantee you 90% of the girls that I went on stage with were using some sort of enhancement drug or supplement. And it made me feel really great being on stage and actually doing really well against these girls, knowing that I had not taken any steroid, anything that's bad for my body. I may not have had the most cut abs or the tightest delts or whatever, but it's a really great feeling knowing that you did it naturally and that you're up against people that are not natural. So another thing is, a lot of these fitness corporations or groups like the IFBB or NPC, there's so many of them. I don't want to call anyone out. They're all great in their own ways. They claim to be natural shows, but people find ways around the definition of natural, and they really don't regulate it. So just really also, I recommend researching the organization and find out what they're known for, what they promote, and see if that organization might be able to take you where you want to go with it. My main thing is just, I want you to be cautious in what you're doing to yourself. Working out too hard, especially for the female body, can be really hard. A lot of times we don't get our period, especially towards the end of your fitness prep for the show. Some women don't get their period, and that can be detrimental over time. You strip your body of all its energy, basically. Women's body fat percentage goes so low that it's not enough body fat to really be able to grow and be sustained. It's not a sustainable lifestyle, basically. So be careful. You can damage your body for good, just from overnutrition and overworking it. But you can do these fitness shows safely and effectively. If that's for you, then awesome, go for it. You're gonna feel so empowered. You're going to just feel really amazing and feel accomplished, knowing that you got on stage and you rocked it. I'll have more advice for you as we go along, but if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to click subscribe. All right, peace out, y'all, and have a good day.